the Spy Uganda, the Spy Television, and Rirumba Live. I'm actually right now in Ntoroko district, Kanara sub-county, Ntoroko county. The school I'm right now in is Rwangara Primary School. And there I find a gentleman called Mr. Patrick. Mr. Patrick, without wasting a lot of time, I would like you to be the one actually to introduce yourself.
I'm called Patrick Mzinduki. I'm a Deputy Executive Director, Kavarol Research and Resource Center, that's KRC-Uganda.
KRC-Uganda.
Yes, we're operating countrywide. We have intervention in northern Uganda, in the Rwenzori region, in the central, and here in Ntoroko, we came to, actually this Rwangara Primary School.
I find you in Rwangara Primary School. What are you doing here?
This is just temporary because they were affected by floods, so they were able to shift from their school 7 kilometers from here.
So this is a shift school?
Yes, yes.
So when you talk about interventions, what are the interventions you're talking about?
Because floods were able to displace people, it comes with a lot of challenges like waterborne diseases, lack of clean water, lack of food, lack of infrastructure affected. Now KRC, we came in to support the affected communities with the water purifiers so that they're able to access clean water. We have been able to provide 7 of them. You'll be able to see those water purifiers. But also when people are displaced and they come together, there are other challenges. We want to look at how we're able to create awareness for them to be able to cope and become resilient. There are challenges also with the gender-based violence, and we have been able to create awareness using the puppet shows, the mobile cinemas, and then we have a discussion.
Shall we be able to see them right now?
Yes, they are there. So to be able to prevent challenges of child abuse, challenges of wife battering, challenges of fights and misunderstanding between man and a wife within the household. So
domestic violence.
Yes, domestic violence. So we are trying to look at the coping mechanisms that when a problem like this happens, how are the household, how are the communities able to survive?
When was this school shifted here, and when did you come here?
Actually now we started like a month ago after the communities were affected by floods. That's when we had to swiftly come in to support the communities.
Do you have partners in
But we have other programs. We have been in this district. This is just an emergency response.
This is one of the activities.
But we have interventions for other refugee settlements like Chakatu, like Bidibidi, Lamo, Rhino Camp in northern Uganda, in Changwali, in Isinjiro. So we have other interventions. But we are getting support from Save the Children, and we are working here in partnership with the World Vision too.
So do you have some partners you do this with?
Yes, that is Save the Children and World Vision.
Yeah. So how long are you going to be here, Mr. Patrick?
Since this is an emergency response, we planned to deliver the water purifiers in the schools and also the affected communities within the households, and also be able to do awareness within 45 days. We are sure that those 45 days, the emergency need would have been settled.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, those of you watching us, we are in Ntoroko district, and this is Rwangara Primary School. Rwangara Primary School right now is in a makeshift kind of situation because of the floods. And so KRC-Uganda, one of the programs that they do is to come and help out people in such conditions. And so we have come with them. They have brought some water purifiers, and you are also, the other project I'm seeing is that you're going to educate people.
Yeah, we do awareness. We sensitize them on different issues regarding water and sanitation, hygiene, how they're able to cope when they are faced with those challenges, how they're able to cope with the issue of domestic violence, gender-based violence. Yeah.
So have you come with those purifiers? We'll go and have a look at them?
They are there.
Hey.
We're going to distribute some.
Let's take a look. Let's go and take a look. Okay. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
Fine.
So we are here at Rwangara Primary School. May I kindly request you to introduce yourself?
Yeah. My name is Nisima Paul, the head teacher Rwangara Primary School. Rwangara Primary School is one of the schools found in Ntoroko district, Kanara sub-county. We are located in Kanara sub-county.
Why are you here in makeshift? I'm seeing you're in tents. Why are you in tents?
Yeah, we are in tents due to floods. Our school was attacked by floods in 2019. That was the first phase. We moved after water showed the signs of going back. We returned back we followed the community and went back to our former school. After joining the former school, we had spent there 2 years so far. Again, water has come at a very big volume. Now, of recent, it covered the whole of our school compound and even classrooms. So because of that, we couldn't manage to work in water. We have come to this place.
So how many kilometers are you from the former school?
From the former school to here, it is a distance of around 4 kilometers.
You moved 4
on
kilometers
water,
away?
on water.
On water?
Yes, from here up to the school, you have to move on water now. It's the only route, yes.
To go back to your school now?
Yes.
You have to use boats?
You have to use boats. And we have runners who are still staying on water. Their parents constructed some houses in area, so they are moving on a daily basis on water.
Come here.
To come here.
How many students? How many classes do you have here?
Here I have 7 classes.
From P1 to P7?
From P1 to P7.
How many students do you have?
The total students here we have currently they are 473. But we use, at our former school we have been having 608. So there have been a reduction because people have migrated. Others have gone to the dry parts of this district. Others have gone up to Kabarore. So that's what has affected us.
473
students.
In this
camp, in this school here, in these tents.
400. Do you have candidates?
I have candidates. I have P7 candidates. The total number of candidates that are going to sit for PROE this year here, there are 86 candidates.
86?
Yes. Because why are they 86? This is the only center school in Kanara sub-county, hosting all primary schools, private and government.
86?
86.
PLOE students here?
Yes. Here.
So as we talk right now, they are studying?
They are studying.
How many teachers do you have?
The number of teachers.
The staff?
The staff, we are 8 in number. 6 males, 2 females. 1 female is a private teacher. Yes.
So, what would you like government to do for you? What challenges are you facing? Might be the government or the private sector. What do you want exactly to be done for the school?
The major challenge we are facing, because the water has hit us twice. What I've seen and I've observed, this water is not likely to go back soon. What the government should do is to buy land and relocate us permanently.
This is not your land?
This is not our land. We are renting here. As a school, I'm renting 1 million here.
Oh, you are paying who?
I'm paying the owner is called Chiza Saul.
Is a private person?
Is just a private person, a village mate here.
You are paying 1 million?
1 million as a school from the capitation grant. Yes.
So, who are the other partners that are helping you here apart from KRC?
For sure, we need to appreciate. We need to appreciate mainly KRC, UNICEF. UNICEF. We were here without any classroom. UNICEF came in first, gave us 2 tents, and we had 1 tent in our former school, which was also given by UNICEF. Save the Children, after seeing our cry, they also rushed to come here. They gave us 5 tents. So we are working in tents. Those are the tents you are seeing. Yeah, those ones of UNICEF, they are accommodating 1 class. Then the UNICEF, for them, they are accommodating 2 because they have a partition in the middle. Yes.
One tent, 2 classes.
Yeah, for UNICEF, 2 classes in 1 tent. Then for Save the Children, it is 1 class. Yes.
Hey.
Yeah.
So, how far is it from here to the lake, the Kalba?
From here, the lake, we are just again water has followed us. We came here, we inspected this place, we agreed with the owner to put the school. But after 2 weeks, water has again followed us. As I talk, water is not even a kilometer from here. That is water.
Hey.
Yes. And that is the lake you are seeing here. It has also again followed us to this place.
So you're going to become nomads
now we are
in Ntoroko?
We are following the community all the time.
So really, do these students have like enough time to revise?
Now the challenge is I can't deceive you that these children, through observation, when you move through the community and see how these people are living, they are living in poor conditions. I've told you some are living on top of the water, others they are living here. After displacement, they are compact in one place. So the discipline has changed because of the behaviors in camps. So even coming here, we don't start at the normal time. We are always affected because those ones coming by water, when there is wind, they delay to reach. And those ones coming on land, they also move long distances because people have tried to go to look for dry land in distance. Yes.
Are there some students who sleep here?
No.
All of them go home.
Yeah, all of them go home.
Are there some reported cases about especially the girl child abuses?
Currently not yet. We have not yet received any case here. But my fear is one. We have candidates who shifted, who went to the wrong distances. Those ones I'm not sure whether they are safe because I've not heard from their parents. I'm waiting to see towards PRA as they come, maybe. But it has always happened that those ones who normally move, as they come, some of girls come when they are pregnant.
Hey. Very unfortunate. So is this a private school or a government?
It's a government school. It's a government school with an IMSI number and a certain number for PRA. And we have two, it is now divided into two. I have another school called Rwangara Primary School B. So I'm heading to school. This is the A. There's another school called B, starting from P1 to P3. That is the school which we left in another camp called Katunguru. By the time we are following people back to our school. So those young children couldn't walk a long distance to come and attend classes. We agreed with the community, with the leadership of the sub-county and the district leadership that we should leave some services their side. So some runners, they are their side. Amor is here 1 week, my deputy is their side. I go their side 1 week, my deputy is here 1 week. Yes.
So this is a government school?
Yes.
Has the government come in to help in any way?
Yeah, the government has come in to support us because all these developmental partners, me as a head teacher, I don't have the capacity to write proposals and everything. Whatever I'm receiving here, it must be through the DO's office and the COW plus the leadership at the district level. We really appreciate plus the leaders at the national level.
Thank you very much, Mr. Paul. Paul Ninsima is the head of is the head teacher of Rwangara Primary School, a school that has now been shifted because of floods, and now as they speak they are all actually sitting in tents provided by Save the Children. That's what I can read around here. My name is Andrew Rumba. Let's go and see they have provided you with some water purifiers. I want to prove whether they are there or not. Thank you, Mr. Insima. Thank you.
Now, whatever I'm handling here is a component. I have started the installation. This is the tap which is going to help you to drain off water. You have to connect it. You connect it by scrolling it inside. Maso kulutimbe. Kakati munda wano era tuongera ne tusiba tuinayo kanati. Kasiba ne kanyweza this tap. Bambi ateno munda temulabayo bulungi naye you assume that mulabayo. Kubanda ba ono muganda wange wano mutabani wange nze ndi salongo nina peya bili ezabalongo lonsiba nati nsiba nati okitegeera. You see, nut is put. That is our tap. This one is the stand for the purifier. These are stoppers stopping the bucket from falling off. The tap has to be that side. After doing that, we are going to pick this white cover, but with an interior that is very, very wide, okay? Then in the tukasanikira wano, okay? Tukasanikirako wano. Betumala okukasanikirako, tuyina ekintu kyaffe kye tuyita ceramic pot. This one here. Nemukamanya kano? Yes. But it is fragile. Nekatika. If it breaks, oba oviiriddemu awo, tuyina okukakwata n'obwegendereza. Kati tujja kukakwata tukatuuze wano. Muli mu kilasi? Yes. Tuko pamoja? Yes. Kakati bwe tumala ekyo tugenda kuleeta amazzi tugayiwe muno. tusesemu n'amaizi.
Yes.
N'ekicupa kyaitu kiri. Katubanze tusese hano. This reminds me of the jerrycans we used when I was still younger. I want two of you to come here and testify the level of the water here in this pot. From the pupils. 3 pupils come. And see the level of water. Plus a teacher. One teacher can come. One teacher can come because you are going to be using it on a daily basis. Okay. So when we put water, it has to end at least you leave like 2 inches on top. Then after that, you get this other white cover with a smaller interior. Then cover here. After that, make sure that these stoppers have held it very well. Then we have what we would call our jerry can, Yes. But this is a bottle. You have always seen these bottles for Rwenzori water, whatever. We assume that this bottle is now full. Then slowly but very fast,
Yes.
you put it on top here. I don't want you to say that this is magic. They brought guys from Congo, they put the bottle on top and the water does not overflow. The process by which water leaves this bottle into the pot, then eventually into the bucket is by capillarity. Are we together? Yes. Nicho rukuro langu obo kuteekaho kino ekicupa amaizi tegasobola kuseseka. But given a condition ngu eri enyungu nobogitiremu amaizi to a level you have seen kakubora asesamu kino ekicupa mu nyungu atalumaizi, it may eventually overflow. So amaizi negasana lukunyunya amafuta mu tanka ya motoka rundi mu drum no scam.
Yeah.
Gaguma ne gaija no ekaguza garuga yugata. Yeah. That is the science here. Yeah. Now I want to show you how the pot now filters or purifies the water. Are we together?
Yes.
Let me put it here. For you, you will always remove the bottle when it is empty. But for me, I'm now demonstrating.
Yes.
Now, you see this pot here, which is ceramic.
They're not supposed to it.
I'm doing this once and for all, and you will never remove it from here because it is not allowed. I'm doing it because I'm permitted to do it just now, but don't do it always.
What about
Now, what you do, if you are to remove it always, you can break these edges which hold it. Yes. But I want to lift it to show you how it filters the water. Do you see as if it is sweating?
Yes, yes.
It has very small holes which are porises that cannot be viewed. Tosobola ziraba n'amaaso go. Nobunda nanye ndi macho ine. I can't see them unless if you had a microscope. Are we together?
Yes.
So this water you see we have put here is not safe for drinking, isn't it?
Yes.
But the water coming out of this pot is safe for drinking. Actually, if I had a cup, I would tap and take. Now, again, for purposes of demonstration, because if we were to wait for water to drain off to reach the level of the tap, it would take us some minutes. But because we are time bad, I'm going to do something you are not allowed to do. Okay? I want to pour this water inside such that it gets to the level of the tap. Then we see how we open the tap. Are we together?
Yes.
But this water obviously will not be safe for drinking. Yes. I'm pouring it inside purposely for that demonstration. Young man, you open that tap, adjust upwards, upwards, like that. Hold here, master. First hold here. You see, this bucket has to be like here. So opening, you adjust upwards. Then you get your cup, a bottle, or in a container, and you take the water. Closing, you adjust back. Are we together? Yes. As simple as swallowing your bundle. Thank you so much. This demonstration ends here. Any question?
No. So how do they clean it before they start using?
Okay. Now, if there is no question, before you start using it, you are going to wash it very well with soap. This one, the bucket plus these white covers and the bottle. But then for this, don't use soap. You wash it with the normal water. But then before you putting the other water we're intending to use, make sure you sun dry them. You put on a drying rack, akatandaro. Akatandaro mukamanye, But when you are putting, make sure you put it like this. No gijumika bujumika, because we want to kill these germs off by the high temperatures. Remember, the safe water that is coming out for drinking is this surface. But inside, even if the germs are there, no problem. They have nowhere to go. If say this gadget has been used for say 2 weeks, and you find that maybe it is getting slippery inside, or there is some dirt, you are recommended to clean it, to wash it again, then dry over a drying rack. Plus the bucket, always clean it. And if you find that there is some dirt accumulating in the edges of the tap, please unscrew it out, wash very well, and replace. Yes. One question. Ebintu mubitegedde? Mwete mwina kibuuzo. Ani abitegedde nnyo? By show of hands, otegedde biki? You tell us byotegedde. Yes. Okay, thank you so much. This is one demonstration. Now we are moving to another package.
Okay, now we are going to show you some theater here. Learn and you'll see something that you can take home.
We have no one to. You don't have. I'm Jangu.
Muka hanu omukazi wange agira n'omwana kanta kumurora omwana onu agire nka kandi obwire bunu kabwire bubi enzule rumpuletangana amezi kagamusanga kuli gakamutwara mukyara
tata mnyoro
kandi ikairenka
nikairo kwa kunikole mirimo ndima ninkoraki nintegekera abana
ozo mukazi wange tukimanyire mukaire kanu ko kwerinda omwana waitu alinka
omwana agenzero kwa ali mukuzana n'abagenzi be
kahuma n'otugero omwana omuhanu muka hata iwe nolema kufuaho omwana tukimanyire ngo amezi ko kusandara nigashoboka kutwara omwana
waitu mnyoronganyera baitu omwana ogu aliyo nazana n'abagenzi be najya kwiza tugende tumusere kandi tuvujunanizibwa bwaitu kulinda abana itwena babiri
mukyara takaserwira omwana amazima gali nosemera kumanya ngo abana bokwerinda mbwire buno buturumu obwire bwenjura kubonabona kulukunu esi yona hati iwe kakubota fwa abana inogenda kubakora wote ijwe amezi gakatwara omwana ona gatwara wana hati iwe tugenda kukora tuti ninkusaba omwana ugo obanzo mulimbe kurungi hanu
ego mnyora nyikirizo omwana ninja kumurolera kandi ninza kumulinda kurungi baitu nayo osemerire omuhane
lakaize omwana ogu kirukinde ja kundora habo kuba kano akayi tikaliko omwana kuandara
ego mnyora nyikirize ati yeto omwana ogu aizo omane
iyo kahuma
Taka baba.
ningonzo nsoborora sazimu
tata baba
ika homo kairenka
hata baba kanyo kusoborora utantera baba utantera
mwana to kuura
utantera
ningonzo nsoborora
leka kusoborora hata baba mbere nindugamuka ningenda isomero hata mbere nindugamuka natangana munywani wange rwa kihembo yangamba ngukuli ali ekidipa cha amaizi amugera kulipo ali amaizi ali samaki ali eriato yangamba tuiruke ngo amaizi geizira mengi muna ali mwe samaki ali mbulike muchona ngo tuiruka tukende tusenza samaki nanyo nairuka nagena nanyo kusenza samaki
mwana wangu ogizirota
nongeza kusenza samaki
ogizirota
nongeza kusenza samaki
tumanyire ngo musamaki omu no so kufueramu
baba tinkimanyire baba
niyo kusaba tandakanda kiro kinu utagaruka kuli
baba ngoleki
oikara hanu oburabo tali kuhira kuisomero ukale na mama wao oburabo kuhira kuisomero ugenda isomero
hata baba
utagaruka genda kwa ndara
no manyisa ngo amezi gali agaifo gali agakusenda agatokumanya mbere gakuruga ngo ngasomera kutita
maizi mabe muno ijweri otahure umwana wa Kisolindo gakamutwara
mazima
alimwenzoka alimbuliki muchione kibi alimuno burwaire
baba no maizi muntu
fueramu so kwihamu no burwaire bwa kolera
hata baba nyonkolenda kandati obutukubaga nturuga isomero kandi amaizi akanugontorabamu tukakuja kutita baba
hata mwana wange uyigende serezege muno uraba maizi hakire uburabaga noiza osalirize mpora harubajo harungi no horabe gohura mwana wange mbulire ngo arone kitongole muchakabarole research center nibeja na batwegesa amaizi agonsomerika na save the children ngo amaizi ago mumulingo gutsobora kugerinderamu urugwe bitaragire nanyowe ngusira bucket ya munju womu mama wawe nitakubasa kutamwa amaizi yako kuraga ikaraga mayonje
hati kina chetegereza baba
wachetegereza
amaizi yako tincha yongera gazana na mugara bana gate
watagarukira cyo mwana wangu kuzana na amaizi
nakata baba eke na chetegereza baba
roho leka na mama wako hana kubinyo abana mukira kuliza abazaira abakazi kulirizo utagarukayo
hata mama iwa banogamba kimama
waiti mwana wange tusogwe mmanyire naiza kukutera oboragaruka kuli kuzana na maizi amaizi yago alimwe enzoka alimwe bikieraju alimwe bintu bibi muno asoba kwizana mnebira akurum mwana wange wehane otongera kuzana na maizi yo
mama ngoko mbere ndekera kusoma kandi ninsiba mu maizi yoko usale mageze kurana garuka isomero tinye na bitabu tinye na uniform yo kujwara pali mbinu byona bitagukire hati nkolenta ba mama
mwana wange
yego mama
so naja kutegekera na gara isomero kiro cyambalaza abana bona bagenda kusoma na bwekyo noja garuka isomero
nanga
wehane
nangarano wonyini hano wonyini isomero lyawe nabana abana nisoma nabo
ego
bozo kana ura na semererwa omwagamba kungara isomero mama tata mama
oyehane usona aja kugara isomero balazi
nyowe
iseka huma
hata mama ndakanyo kugambira obu murangara isomero nanyo nimba ninye tantara kuzanira mu maizi abo kuba bungubanta kusoma ameze bugakwiza nanyo ningenda kusoyenza samaki kandi nimfera mama
ati oborabaga noruga isomero mwana wange
yego mama
oraba mahando goku
kale mama ngendege nabana bagenzi bange kale mama bye
nyowe headmistress owisomero linu nindaliza abazaire inywena kwiza kiro kinu mu rukorato hakwataraine na amaizi agutungera mu kichweka muno no kulinda obugabe bw'abana isomero linu kandi ntwijagera inspector owisomero neja kwiza hanu kugere byatubalizaho naba nindaliza abazaire inywena kwiza mu rukorato muno nuko tugire ekitwahanura habugabe bw'abana mutyo muno kumpuliriza
kirango mkiulire yinyu ekirango mkiulire kirange
tukihulire
mkiulire ekikwatagana abazaire ngo bagenda kwetegereza kiti kiguye kikwire isomero
waitu kano kakaire akomugenyi waitu mukuru inspector of schools agire ebigambo ebyatwegesaho abugabe bw'abaana kusandara kwa mezi obutuwe kamuno
abugabe bw'abaana kusandara kwa mezi
waitu waralizibu
kyo songa nkuru muneki yegi nsonga nkuru muno mazima nsonga nkuru muno
white head teacher abazaire hamwe n'abegi nywena mwebalo kwija mu rukurato runo kandi mwine kumanya ngu nga government ekateka ebiragiro okororangu abana nitulinda obugabe bwabo abana banu obakuba nibasoma baino obugabe bwabo kandi nkabegesa nkabazaire hamwe n'abebembezi obutsemerire okuba nitwara mu maiso kandi tulinda
mazima
omwana aine obugabe kororangu omwana nagenda isomero aina obugabe kororangu natunga ebyo kujwara omwana ino obugabe kora natunga ebyo bomeze birungi kaya rwalagenda mwirwaro
nuko mazima
omwana aina obugabe kororangu namanya endugiro yo wa Burundi nka eka na rugaya nkaho Ugandaki omwana ino obugabe no kumanya ngu abazaire be nibaha nabo kandi omwana ino obugabe okorolero kurungi abana baitu baleke okukara mu maka abana tubalinde omubizibu ebigwe bitaralizibwe twine ebizibu nka ebuno sanga amezi atinga sazu tuli mu bizibu amezi rusanga nigasenda enjuro bwe kugwa rundi musana amezi nigasenda abana tukwenda kurungi nyabere yo nimbaterera abebembezi abatali umulingo gumu abazaire abasomesa aba head teachers leka tulinda abana baitu kandi abana banu turoreke mungu obugabe bwabo nitubutwara omumaiso itwena hamu kuba tukwatanize obugabe bwo mwana tukabutwara omumaiso nangwa mawo nyencha tukutunga enungi abo kuba bagama ngo abana abato rundi ensinganto nizo mangu ekibera kitene emitiento tisukura